So you want a cool interface like me and the chance to get 2 legendaries just like I did, even if that's completely unrelated. Hello guys, it's Ramos here and welcome to a new video about my interface. So I got a shit ton of questions of how I made my interface since I made this UI video, and this guy makes some really good tips of how to enable it. So I've made a new pack right now with all my add-ons. You can download it from SendSpace and add it to your interface and your WTF folders, but you also have to replace something over there, like this nice guy says over here. So what you have to do is to go into your WTF folder and change the folder names to your own and then merge the folders. So you must head into the WTF folder and rename the folders. So you go to account name, because that's how I set in WTF/account account name. You change that to your account name, and then you go to realm name and change that to your realm name, and then to realm name and the class. I've made one for each class. You go to one of the classes and rename that to one of your characters, and then you should be able to see them into your LUI profiles and just import them directly. Right, so after you do that, you should be able to just go here /LUI, and at profiles you should be able to see existing profiles, and you should see some of mine, and just go existing profiles and select one of them, or go to copy from and select one of them, and it should copy all your interface. In case that doesn't work, the hardest part is the unit frame. So I'm going to show you how to make the interface from scratch, but you have to copy the unit frames because this is easy to do. So I'm just going to give you my profile over here. You can go to unit frames and to the layout, and then I can just save the layout. I have it saved here, and you can just export. So you will have to import, so I export mine, and you can see this longest text. I'm going to copy it and leave it in the description and in the comments, and you just go to import layout, give it a name, and then import it here, import layout, and it will import all my unit frames. So that's the hardest part, and you just have this instantly if you copy my unit frames from here. Okay, so after you have the patch added to your folder, so you add all the interface, all the add-ons and the WTF folder and rename it, you should see those in the add-ons. So I'm going to explain what you need from here. Most of them are disabled, so I only added those that I use, and I've added some new since my last video, so I have some new add-ons, but not such important add-ons. So you have the actionator, that's good for the action house, of course. Then you have the broker money fufu, that tells you how much gold you have on all your characters. Then there's this for bugs. Cross realm assist lets you go to other realms if you want to farm some rare monsters. Data store, I don't have it in the patch because I don't really use it anymore. It's not that important. There's this Deja character stats that increases your displays more character stats in the panel. Then this one that filters errors. Then this one for Vortex sources should show you buffs and debuffs, but it doesn't really work that well since it's quite old. It works on all classes apart from the Demon Hunter for now, so I don't know if they're going to update it or not. But there are also some others like Rogue Power Bars. Then this is for World of Draenor, it's for the garrison missions. Gladius is for arenas. Handy Notes is a really useful one, it shows you the places of treasures and everything on the map. Then this is this new one, KUI, that shows enemy nameplates differently and friendly nameplates if you want to set it like that. Then there is Mapster that helps you with the map a little bit. You can customize its size, and you can also see unexplored areas on the map directly. Master Plan is also for the garrison missions. This mix scrolling battle text, it's my battle text that you can see when I attack and when I heal in the left and the right, and it shows what ability did that damage, and I like to use this so you can see more clearly what does the damage of your abilities. NPC scan shows nearby rare units on the map, and it makes a nice notification next to your minimap so you can see when you're close to an enemy. Overachiever helps you a little bit with your achievements. Postal is for the mailbox. Recount, you know what that does, it shows you the damage and the healing of everyone in your group. Rogue Power Bars, it's kinda like Vortex searches, so it shows the buffs and debuffs above your name frame and above the enemy's name frame. Those are some smaller add-ons. And Work Quest Tracker shows you all the work quests on the map so you can easily guide them. Then there's Deadly Boss Mode, and pretty much that's it. This one is for guild invites, so you can spam like an idiot if you have a guild like me. Okay, now let's go and let me show you how to make it from scratch if that doesn't work for you or if you prefer to do it manually. Alright, so we are here with our new guy Interface Man. So the first thing you're going to see is that you have to install it. So it installs the components and everything and sets up the LUI, but this will enable the default one, so you're not going to see my profile yet. And now if you did that thing correctly with the profiles, you're just going to... okay, so hide this /gladius, hide. So you don't see that only when you're in arenas. And then if everything works correctly, you just go to profiles and copy from and select my profile and it should work. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch. So let's see how you do that right now. So the first thing to get done with that fast is to go to LUI and to unit frames layout and just import my layout. So as I've said there, you can copy mine. I'm going to leave it in the comments and in the description. So you just import this and bam, you have the unit frames, and that's the hardest part and that takes the longest time to do. So once you're done with that, just go back here and at the colors you select the color of the class if you want. So this one's a warlock, so let's set it for the warlock. And apart from that, what I do, I disable a lot of things here, so I don't want the info text up there. And then I don't need this, I don't need that. And you can disable some of the stuff from here if you don't want it, but they're not too bad to have. Threat is not necessary if you don't want it, but you can use it. Okay, and then you go to disable all this stuff from up here because I don't really use it. So you can disable that so you have it clear over here. And if you don't want this thing, so if you don't want to have the menu over there, frames, and you hide this over here, and then you make it go up by giving it a positive value. So you set it to that there, and same here, you give it a more positive value, so then it goes up and you don't see it anymore. Very well, now the minimap is pretty small, so you want to make it a little bit bigger probably. So you go here to minimap and probably set it up a little bit higher since we disabled that. So let's try 20. Well, let's try -10. There you go, and then you make it a little bit higher, a little bit bigger. Okay, there you go. So that should do it. Whatever works for you. So let's leave it like that, and then you put this nicely over there in the corner. There you go. Right now, the rest of the things are pretty small, so as you can see, you don't have the key bindings. So if you want to set up your key bindings, or if you already have them set, you just /KB and then you set them up nicely however you want to. But apparently they're already set up, but they're hidden for some reason. So now if you want to work with that, oh, and also here you can set up the profile so you can see the right frame. And apart from that, you're going to also see Recount, but you have to work with that a little bit, so you set it up. So you go to Recount config and then you can set it up quite nicely, because apparently from the first time it's a little bit bugged, so you want to not have it locked for the first time, so you can just drag it wherever you want to. I like to keep it here or here, and then you can lock it back again and show something here so you can do stuff and look at other things. So there you go, there is how you have it. And apart from that, you also have those things hidden for some reason, so you don't want the title to be hidden. Okay, there you go. Now you also see what this is doing, and if you want to hide it, you just use this and it will automatically hide. Okay, apart from that, you need the bars to be a little bit bigger, since they're kind of small for some reason at the moment. So you just go to all of them, so probably this will be the first one, and you just make it bigger, however big you want it to. Let's say like that. Then go for the next one, make it the same size, and then push it a little bit higher. And this is how you do it. You push it a little bit higher. If you want a third one, you add a third one, and you do the same thing for it as well. And since they were disabled, you want to show the hotkeys, and it should save your settings. Even if the second bar here is not saved for me, you just /KB and add all the keybinds that you want just by using the mouse over them, and you'd add everything here that you want to. Okay? Okay. And apart from that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to also show you how mix-scrolling battle text looks like, and you can toy around with interface a little bit more, but pretty much this is it. If you want more options, you just go to /LUI and adjust things, but kinda this is it. If it doesn't work automatically, this is how you do it manually, and that should do it for you. If you want to increase the size, you go to System and UI Scale. I have it set for here, but if you want to make it a little bit bigger, you just do that and it should go higher. And there's the map that you can also configure with Mapster, make it higher, bigger, however you want it to. And yeah, that's the KUI that shows the new nameplates. And this is how mixed scrolling battle text looks like. It shows you on the left and on the right the damages and everything. And you can also see that over there, that shows the debuffs that you have on the target. And you can also drag that to be in the middle. For more customization, you go here, and they also have their special place here, and you can also customize it a little bit. So the cooldown timer, you don't really want that, and the cooldown splash is going to add something else, so you want the spell timer enabled. And the positioning is that, so you can play around with it if it's not in the right position for you, but it should be, and you should also have that nice little bar connecting them one to another. And then also you can go to colors and bars, and if you want to disable that bar, that's for a smaller interface, so you can add those in between. You can just disable it here, or if you want you can move it above it to have it above your bars, but you can also disable it like that. Right, so I think that's it. Let me know if it works. So it should work if you follow the manual installation steps, so you can do it manually like this, or you can also do it with the profile and just import it and go to profiles, and you should see mine here and copy from it, and then just change the colors to your class. So you go to here, themes, and change the color from that, and that should do it. Alright, so that's my LUI interface guide. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if it worked, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.